This is the brand new MacBook Neo from Apple. This is a $500 budget MacBook that doesn't feel budget at all and doesn't perform budget at all. If you order this MacBook, you have two options. You have either a 512GB version or a 256GB version. With the 256GB version, you do not get a Touch ID sensor over here. You just get a normal button. The trackpad is a mechanical trackpad, not the haptic touch trackpad that we have. It's a 13-inch monitor with a LED backlight. Apart from that, it's quite nice. The bezels are big, therefore you do not have a notch. It's just a complete package for those trying to save a buck and still get a performance. Now, the unique thing about this laptop is it has an iPhone chip inside. It has the A18 Pro, which was the chip in the iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max. So if your iPhone could connect to a monitor and then somehow enable macOS, this is the kind of performance you would get out of it. Now, what kind of performance are we talking about? In this video, I'm going to show you video editing, photo editing, open all of the applications, and open over 50 Google tabs. And meanwhile, you can do everything seamlessly. So let's get started. All right, guys, here we are. I'm going to go into the application folder. I am going to right click and I'm going to open up 42 applications at the same time. And in live, you can see it's opening everything. It's super fast. I don't think a MacBook Pro would open anything faster than this. As you can see, it's populating, it's coming up. Everything from the App Store to the Game Center to news to Freeform, pages, documents, Final Cut. It's even opening Final Cut and Logic Pro, because yes, this computer can run Logic Pro, can run Final Cut Pro, and you can do some light editing, or maybe not so light editing. I'll show you in a moment what I mean by that. So, as you can see, GarageBand is opening, notes, whatever you might need as a student, for example. You want to do research, you want to do multitasking, you need a cheap laptop for college or high school or wherever. This is the choice. This laptop is the choice because you can do anything you want with this phone. Or laptop, sorry. It has a phone chip, but it's not a phone, it's a laptop. As you can see, open your email, Final Cut, everything is open. That's how long it took to open 42 applications, and you can just switch between the applications without any hesitation. There you go, Apple TV, then you can go into your games, then you can go into Google Chrome, then you can go into wherever this is. Let's say I want to write an essay, okay? So I'm going to go new document, and then we're going to go write memories of a traveler. There you go. It's opening, downloading, and you are ready to edit your document. You can type whatever you want. The typing is really cool. It's a bit softer than the MacBook Air or MacBook Pro, but it's still a full keyboard. It's a good feeling. Trust me on this. It's a really good feeling. Now, the whole body is aluminum, so you have really good quality materials all over this laptop. The hinge, you leave it here, it doesn't wobble. You leave it here, it doesn't wobble. It's just perfect. And at the end of the day, you're having an Apple laptop. How cool is that for $500 if you're a student? If you're not, then it's $599, so $600 for the 256GB version. Now, let's jump over to photos, for example, and I'm going to go edit this photo. As you can see, you can edit any kind of photo. You can use Apple Intelligence. It has everything done. It has Wi-Fi 7, so the connection is super fast if you have a Wi-Fi 7 router. Now, I'm going to start opening tabs. For example, I'll open my channel, 1, 2, and 10. I opened my YouTube channels. Here you go, the 10 tabs. Everything working seamlessly, everything is loaded. Now I'm going to start a video here. I'm going to start a video here. I'm going to start a video here and here and here. So we have a lot of videos going on in the background. As you can see, no stutter, no nothing. It's just working perfectly. Now, if I go and let's say I want to go over to Pixelmator, I'm going to create a new document. And let's do, for example, this coffee bag. It's a mock-up. You can start editing in Pixelmator or Photoshop or whatever without any problems. It can do it fantastically. I swipe up, It stuttered there a little bit, but actually it's 43 freaking applications in the background. And as you can see, the video is still going. Everything is visible. Everything is loaded in the background. I can even play a little bit of chess if I want. Let's go over there. I'm going to take the volume down so it doesn't disturb me. Then I go back. I edit the photo over here. Let's say I want to remove the nose. It's not going to do a good job because it's Apple Intelligence, but nevertheless, let's go to Apple TV. It's still there. I can load anything from here that I want. I can watch a movie and go jump back into Pixelmator and continue with highlights and whatever you want. Now, the interesting thing is, let's say I have a podcast going in the background and I have Final Cut Pro running. On the side, we have a USB 3 and a USB 2 USB port. Those are the two ports you get, and you get a headphone jack and two outside-facing speakers. Now, if I connect a portable SSD drive, as you can see, this is a Samsung T7 2TB SSD drive, from which I am going to edit, because yes, you can edit directly from there. And I have a demo set up already. There you go. This is Apple Log 2 footage ProRes, Apple ProRes Log 2, and it already has the shaders on. It loaded in, and I can scrub without any problem. One feed, 2 streams of 4K videos, 3 streams, 4 streams, and 5 streams. Playback instantaneous, almost, instantaneous, with text animation above. And let's say I want to change something in the color of this, then I go over here. It's thinking a little bit. There you go. And I can change the colors. Let's say black point. And there you go. And I press play, and it plays instantly without any problem. In the meantime, the applications are still open in the background. Chrome is still playing the videos, because it's not just one video, it's 2, it's 3 videos, 4 videos. It's crazy. It really is crazy. Now let's start opening more tabs over here. Okay, we have 20 tabs open at the moment. As you can see, everything is loaded in. Everything is super snappy, super fast. If I want to copy something from here and I want to go to Pages and copy it in there, it should happen without any problem. I can there you go, right, and continue my work. Now, this is obviously pushing it to the limit. This is not a realistic scenario. You're not going to do this to your laptop. You're going to have maybe 4 or 5 applications open at the same time. You're not going to be editing a video and editing a photo, researching something, typing, watching an Apple TV, something, listening to a pod. It's unrealistic what I'm doing to this laptop. And this is doing it while it's on battery. It's crazy. How is this doing it? How's an iPhone 16 Pro chip doing it? Why doesn't Apple give us an iPhone that I can connect to a monitor and then macOS pops up and I can do this? And then we can skip all of this things and I just want a monitor and my iPhone and then boom, I have macOS. Let's continue. I'm going to open another tab. It's slowing down a little bit, but it's fine. Google News, 1. We have 30 tabs open, all of them fully loaded in. It's just crazy. I can check anything I want. Google is not giving anything, or actually Apple is not really breaking a sweat over here. This little Neo is not breaking a sweat. Let's try another website. 10 more tabs. 1. Here you go. I have 40 tabs open. If I click on any of the tabs, they're all loaded, even YouTube. Okay, this one no, but it took a moment and there you go. You can immediately start the video and it starts playing without any problem. How crazy is this? What a world we're living in. And in the meantime, I swipe up. Yes, there is a little bit of lag, but it's understandable. I'm going to jump back into Final Cut and I'm going to continue editing. And there you go, the 5 streams of 4K Log 2 footage, Apple ProRes. And then I go say copy, and I want to add this here to the end. And I do. And then I continue. Stinking a little bit, but I mean, come on, man. If I would be a student, this would be the perfect machine for me. How crazy is this? Now, I'm going to put this over to its own desktop. I'm going to put this over to its own desktop. And then we can just swipe like this, like in the advertisement, just swipe between the screens and nothing can harm us. Nothing can be in our way. You want to check your emails, go to your email, it's open, boom, 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 do whatever you need, then swipe up. You want to go to messages. There you go, your messages. You can type your message, boom, you send it. It's immediately sent. It's just, I love this little machine so much, and the form factor is great. Great materials, great screen, 500 nits brightness, and as I'm saying, this is a USB SSD. It's doing all the editing from here. I really enjoy the Touch ID. Not necessary. Sometimes it's faster to type in a password with just the text rather than the Touch ID, but it's quite useful. If you need a little bit more storage, yeah, get this. Or go for the M3 MacBook Air, M4 MacBook Air. Maybe you can get those with refurbished prices at a similar price. Then you get an overall better package. But this is such a useful utilitarian device that can get shit done. And it's not for the true video editors. It's not for the high performance geeks. It's for an average person. And yeah, this lag, obviously. But if I go to this desktop and I swipe up, you see how fast it is. Let me just close a couple of these apps. I'm not going to close Chrome because I want all of these tabs open, but I'm going to close this. All right, and I swipe up. You see the difference? It's a lot faster now that I don't have 156 applications open. And I can just swipe. And don't forget, Chrome is running with 50 tabs. 50 tabs. Now, I'm going to close this. Quit Google Chrome. It's going to take some time, but eventually it'll close. And then this computer is going to become super snappy. Now, if I look at the activity monitor, then I'll see exactly what is happening on in the background. So here we go to memory. It's using 6.77 gigabytes, and the memory swap is 3.8 gigabytes. But the CPU is not even breaking a sweat. It's at 27%. How crazy is that? And I'm editing 4K footage. I was not expecting the MacBook Neo to perform so well, but it's true. Apple does not ship junk. They want to put out products that they're proud to recommend to their family and friends, and this is one of those. I can truly recommend this to my family, my friends, and you guys too. So if you're looking for a laptop, don't even hesitate over the MacBook Neo. I think it's a great value, especially if you're a student. You get the lower version, you get it for $499. It's the best budget laptop you can buy. It beats basically every other Windows laptop on the market. So, boys and girls, if you want to check out other reviews of other Apple products, this is the channel. Until the next video, stay safe and hang loose.